Taurus. This is your reading, weekly reading. It's going to be for May 1st to 7th. It was actually supposed to be on the 29th. That was yesterday. Today's the 30th. So if this goes up today, it'll apply to today to the 7th. If not, it'll be applying from May 1st to the 7th, 2021. And I hope it's a great reading. It's going to be a very quick and simple one. It's just going to be one card as an overview for the whole reading, and then there will be a recent past and a present and a near future card. So just really quick and simple and concise, and we'll talk about whatever comes up. So here's your overview. The Two of Wands, and we've got this kingly figure looking at his world and trying to evaluate what's going to come next. What have I done? What am I doing? Where am I going? What is my world all about? Something we always have to be doing, something important to always reevaluate. Oh, this is a great reading. This isn't a great card, but this is a great reading. So in your recent past, you've had some financial concerns or health concerns, perhaps. Some kind of concern, maybe feeling left out in the cold about something, figuratively. I know when I am really worried about monetary things, this card comes up, and it can be major or it can be fairly minor. It just depends. But it's a card of feeling like you're kind of out in the cold. And, sometimes we're actually poor, and sometimes we have a North American version of being poverty stricken, I mean, I've been really poor. Like, I haven't had money to buy the groceries I want to buy, but I've never been so poor that I couldn't buy a bag of rice or something. Nobody's going to starve to death in my family. So, it's subjective what we think of as true poverty. We haven't been in the street. We've come close, but we haven't literally been in the street. So I hope you are not in the street as you see this. I hope that this, whatever has happened in the recent past, is not so dramatic that you are really at the bottom of the bottom, whatever that may be for you. Like I say, it can just mean feeling like this, feeling bereft, feeling like nothing is going your way. You're at the bottom of your luck. But remember, in this card, you see that there is sanctuary. You may not be in it. You may be out in the cold, so to speak, but there's a structure behind these people, probably a church, someplace they can go and get sanctuary. And then, of course, some people perceive this card as being that you've got two individuals together, so you're never really alone. There's always somebody you can connect with. I sort of think it is a hopeful aspect to this card. I don't usually read it that way. I usually read it like it's a card of poverty and stuff like that. But, and depending on the placement and whatever, in here it's next to the Lovers, which is a very, connected card, clearly. But, I think that it's, I know I've been saying, all the time lately. It's so annoying. I'm trying to break it, but then I'll just latch on to some other thing that I'll be saying that will also probably be annoying. What you can take from it is not only is there shelter there if you're willing to, kind of put your pride aside and go ask for it. It's amazing when you ask for things what you will receive. It really, really is. It can be anything. Like when you start asking for things, they just start coming your way. It's kind of a miracle. And then, they do also have each other, whatever's going on here. These two people who are not looking too great. They have found someone else to be with. I've never really believed in the misery loves company thing, but sometimes you do need somebody to support you. And then some people take this card as a card of you can always turn to a spiritual pursuit if you're feeling out in the cold and like there's no hope. There's always hope. There's always somebody you can go to for advice. It's really interesting because I'm one of those people, I don't go to tons of people for advice, and yet I really believe in the idea. Maybe I don't know enough people who I feel strong about going to for advice, but I'd like to. If you have a parent that you trust or sibling or somebody, a very close friend. You know what? That's not really true. I do have a couple of people. I do have a couple of people that I really do rely on for certain things, because everybody has their area. But I've always said, like, why would you go to anybody but somebody who's had like a super long-term marriage for marital advice if you're going to ask anybody for advice? But most of us don't know people who've been married 40 years. But if you do, that's probably somebody you could ask those questions to. So I don't know what is going on here for you, but remember, there is always hope. There's always sanctuary. There's always a way out of a situation. But if this is what's happening in your current situation, well, more power to you, because this is a great situation. The Lovers. Some people will read this as it's any union. I don't. I think it's a love relationship, a hot, exciting, fabulous love relationship with tons of chemistry, and hopefully it lasts for you, because this is a beautiful, amazing, fantastic energy to be in. I want this for you, Taurus. You guys are so earthy and quite sensual, and so good at doing home and family, or at least most people in general who are Taurus are all about creature comforts, let's say. So this is a beautiful card for you, and I hope this is exactly what's happening for you this week. And then we've got the Fool. The Fool is also a wonderful card. So maybe things are going to get really nice in the next little while for you, where you have a sense of freedom for some reason. You have the sense that you can do anything. The Fool is all about having that sense of youthfulness and freedom, that you can conquer the world, and the universe is on your side, and everything's going to work out just perfectly. It's a great way to feel, and so I hope that is exactly what's going on for you right now. So I will be putting up your May reading very, very shortly. And also, if you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear them. And I hope you have an unbelievably fantastic week, and great things will happen to you. And I'll talk to you soon.